Here I am at the campsite. A bullfrog talking to me. I expected the deer flies to be kind of bad. They're about what I expected. They're bouncing off this thing. I'm glad I have this with me. Mosquitoes aren't so bad, at least not yet. I'd expect that to be part of the issue that this evening when it starts getting a little darker, but this is beautiful out here. This is the lake I'm staying on right here. North Shattuck Lake. You can see there, there's a couple homes on it over yonder. But looks like there's quite a few little access points so I can kind of bounce around and throw a line in. I'm here for 3 days, 3 nights, so I have nothing but time to fish, camp, relax, eat food, hopefully lots of fish, but we'll see. Beautiful weather, actually a little hotter than I would prefer, but no chance of rain, no chance of thunderstorms, just nothing but probably 85, 90 degrees and about 60 at night, Fahrenheit. So I'm going to start getting stuff ready and set up so I can relax and get a line in the water. Oh, and before I forget, for those of you who have been watching my channel, I decided to change my channel name from Bush Food Network to Jabo Outdoors. So there's a new logo. I just kind of felt like I was pigeonholing myself into just cooking and always having to cook. And sometimes I just want to get out and be outside and film myself when food isn't involved. So that's the reason I did it. If you want to unsubscribe, feel free. But I would suggest you hang around for a little longer because there's going to be a lot of adventures coming forth. Talk to you later. Oh, man, I'm exhausted. Oh, it's hot out. Every once in a while, there's a nice breeze that comes through. I really haven't been able to take this mesh bug net very often. Deer flies are still going nuts. Otherwise, mosquitoes aren't bad. There aren't any biting flies other than the deer flies. Got enough wood collected for tonight, I believe. I'm not going to have a huge fire, just a cooking fire. Gonna get to bed early, start early tomorrow, and probably drop a line in the water or two here pretty soon. I can see little nibbles all over pretty close to the shoreline here, going up for the dragonflies and whatever else is flying around. So there's probably bass close by, billy bass. So we'll see what happens. But I'll take you around real quick. It's nice they got these logs here to sit on because I didn't bring a chair. Just thinking I might have to make one, but scratch that. Bathroom that way. There's a pit toilet. And we'll go up this way. Little paracord line here to keep my personal stuff organized and easy to access. And up here, got the tent. Nice little kind of overlook up from the fire pit. Yeah. Woods as far as the eye can see. This is my home for a few days, so I'm excited. But just wanted to check in here. Say hello. Hello, hello. I'll talk to you later. Dragonfly wars. They're going nuts right now. A dragonfly on my pole. What are you doing, dude? I'm starving. I gotta get this fire going. Night number one here is steak night. Vaccine tablet. Ah, there we go. Now we're camping. Campfire. Campfire means everything. It's just been so blasted hot today. It's kind of holding off as long as I could, but I needs to eat. All day. All day. This one single deer fly. All day long. I went and laid down in the tent for a little bit. Took like a little half-hour nap. Till I fell asleep, I could just hear that thing, just one of them, just bouncing off the screen. He's still here. It's unreal. I mean, I knew it was gonna happen. It's not like I'm surprised. But still, yeah. That one single deer fly can make things quite interesting. Yeah, this fire's hot and doesn't feel real good. Looking forward to the sunset though. Should be pretty. Let me get this steak rolling here. Just steak, no sides, no nothing, a little salt and pepper. So here's the 10-day dry-aged ribeye. I dry-aged it, then I froze it, or actually I food savored it, and then froze it, pulled it out of the freezer this morning, right before I left. So it wasn't sitting in the heat all day. And now it's ready to roll. Oh yeah. It's gonna be so good. I'm starving. This bad boy is coming off. And just let it rest a little bit before I cut into it. Knife and fork. Yum. I have no idea if I overcooked it. You really can't undercook them, but it's going to be delicious either way. And I can't wait to bite into it. Finally at twilight here. And there's juice, plenty of juice. And I way overcooked it. I mean, it's medium, but medium rare would have been better. It is so tender. You know what? I'll just pick it up and eat it. Why not? This is delicious. It's the spot. Other than beef jerky, first thing I've eaten all day. This will probably be the only real meal I have the whole time I'm here, unless I'm lucky enough to catch some fishies. I'm gonna finish this, hang out for a little bit, and hit the sack early. So I'll be back a little bit later. I'm back. Oh, the steak was delicious. Just having a little pipe, a little hand carved pipe I made a number of years ago now, but just threw a line in the water for the hell of it and caught a little largemouth bass. Hooked him right under his front lip, so I couldn't freaking grab him. I had to pull him up on shore, hold him down, pliers, and just like, I don't feel like fishing. It's too late. But it was still fun. Pulled one in. Of course, I didn't have the camera going. Gandalf, my friend, this is going to be a night to remember. So this should be a fun trip. Today was a lot of work, a lot of humping gear. I think I brought too much. I brought a wagon with, and the terrain on the trail was just absolutely ridiculous. So I think I'm gonna fill my backpack with a bunch of smoke in the eye. Fill my backpack with a bunch of stuff tomorrow that I realize I don't need here, and take it back to my car. Take the wagon back. That way, when I'm done here, I can just load up my backpack and go. But you never know when you go somewhere you've never been before. It would have been nice to canoe in here, but I don't have a canoe. I don't have a kayak. Then I could have brought all the gear and it wouldn't have been an issue. But you know, 1 or 2 nights is one thing, but I'm potentially staying 4 nights, more than likely 3. So yeah, I just didn't want to be left shorthanded out here. I'm looking forward to a full day tomorrow. Make some coffee, get rolling, and just do a couple camp chores. Fish, basically. I mean, that's kind of my whole goal. I only threw a few lines in the water right here off of my site, but they're right across behind my tent. There's another little lake. I'm sure I can find other little spots that I can get to along the shoreline and try and get out there. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. It looks like there's a lot of brush, a lot of downed trees, so I pretty much am stuck with topwater baits. I don't want to lose another lure. It was just a cheap little spinner, but still, you never like to lose lures. So yeah, I got all my food in smell-proof bags, and all those together in another bag, like a satchel, and threw those up over a limb quite a ways away from camp. I don't expect that there's going to be any issues, but you know, there are wild animals out and about periodically around here. This is a funny story. I live down near Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. I'm sure some of you have heard of Lake Geneva, some of you haven't. Anyway, we have a resort there called Grand Geneva, and it has, you know, people that own townhomes and whatnot. There was actually a video caught from somebody's Ring doorbell camera in Grand Geneva with a black bear messing with basically destroyed the guy's bird feeders. I guess, you know, you encroach on their territory and push them out, they're going to find places to go that have food. So I don't know. Maybe they're all heading south and there'll be none here. Really not wanting to come have a black bear encounter. That's not really high on my list. Got my 20 gauge just for worst case scenario. Makes me feel a little safer, at least while I'm sleeping. That's about all I have to say with pipe time here. I'll say goodnight to y'all when I get up to my tent, and that'll be it for the day. And we'll start a new one tomorrow morning. All right, it's time for bed. Part of me wants to put the rain fly on just to have that sense of privacy and security, but I have a feeling it'll be too hot in here. And it feels really nice right now, so I'm going to say goodnight, and I will see you in the morning. Good morning. I slept good. Got a little colder than I would have imagined. I went to sleep in shorts and like just a shirt, no covers. And here I ended up with my puffy jacket on. I've just been laying here for a while listening to the birdies. The sun should be coming up fairly soon, I think. I'm sure I have a wonderful hairdo. I bet I look totally awesome right now. Ugh. Get rolling. Go down by the lakefront. You get some coffee ready. Make a little breakfast. And just get my day started. See you soon. Made these little coffee pouches out of coffee filters, sort of like tea bags. Bring with that way I don't have to mess with anything. Throw that in the pot. Measure out my water. Dump that on there. I love coffee in the morning. I'm going to cook a late breakfast. Got a little bacon here, pre-cooked, and I'm going to just do some farm fresh eggs. Use the little twig stove right here, and get her done quick. So let's get this rolling. Okay, let's warm this bacon up. And we'll just throw it on here. Do a little bit of olive oil for the eggs. Salt and pepper. I'm gonna do basted eggs, so I don't have to worry about flipping them. Put a little water. Cover on. Nice crispy bacon. I'd say those are about done. There's some bakey in there. I'm gonna just eat it with a spoon. There's still some yolk left. Look at that. All right. No food porn. I'm gonna eat this shit up. Stuff. I'm gonna eat this stuff up. Little baby deer fly. Almost got me. This hits the spot. I'm not going all day without eating again. Man, this is so peaceful now. So it'll be probably, I'd say, a good 3-4 hours before the sun is in my face where I was fishing last night, so I should be able to get some decent fishing in. Even, like I said, even if I just catch some bass, I'll be throwing them back, but it'll still be fun. Get out of here. It'll still be fun catching. But I'd be happy with some little panfish that I could eat up. I was reading about this lake, and there's pretty much every type of fish in here. It's not a real big lake, but it's not small. There's northern. Said there's walleye, but probably got to get out near the middle where it's deeper. I don't expect to catch any of those. All kinds of panfish, crappie. So we shall see. Wish me luck. Get out of here. It's not yours. It's mine. One thing I do love out here is all the different bird calls. I've been dealing with I mean, I know you call them a flock, I call them a gang of English starlings that have taken up residence. A little crack underneath the eave off my back deck. There's a little little tiny hole. They're able to get in there, and they're scratching around, and then they just sit in the trees 24/7. And they have the most annoying high-pitched screech. Not an enjoyable bird. That was satisfying. Okay, I'm gonna get my dishes cleaned up, see what else there is to do, and get a line in the water. So, catch you later. See if we can't get over to that little point. Oh, looks like there might be a clear spot over here. Possibly. Get out of here. Oh, all kinds of junk. Okay, looks like we got a little more of some clarity here. Like, deal is trying to get a cast out. Well, let's give this a shot. Got something. Ah, there we go. Ah! Oh, you saw it. Almost had one. I wish I could get a... There we go. Oh, man. He just ripped that shit right off of there. Got 6-pound test on here. All right, well, I'll be back. That's the second lure I lost since I've been here, and I only pulled in one fish. That thing was big, whatever it was. Basically, I have no choice but to treat everything like a crankbait. I don't know if I'm gonna have any luck with this little whatever. Do I change my lure or do I go somewhere else with this? I think I'm gonna change it. All right, well, I'll try this spinner here. See if this tracks anything. Or spoon, not a spinner. A spoon. It's amazing how this bug net over my face like messes with your depth perception. The screen. Yeah. All right, well. Birch bark. Look at that. I already have some though. That'd be a great spot to be going in if you were on a boat. Let it drift inward. But I don't have a boat. So I'm gonna have to deal with what I got. Oh no, I can't find the trail. Wherever will I go? Just woke up from a afternoon nap, slept the heat of the day away. It was just way too hot to do anything today. I tried fishing, didn't have much luck, but God, it was just so still and sticky and humid, and there was no way to escape it except my tent, so figured screw it. Took me a little while to fall asleep. I think I slept for about an hour and a half. I'm gonna make myself, oddly enough, a little cup of tea. Kind of in the mood for coffee, but I want to make sure I have enough of that for the morning when it's more important. So I'm gonna just see what kind of, I know I have some tea in here. Let's see what I got. Here we go. Irish breakfast, Lady Grey, black tea, English tea time, Earl Grey black tea. Let's try the English tea time. Tea and crumpets. Isn't that a thing? Crumpets? You guys eat? Isn't that like a pastry or a cake or something? You guys eat over there, over the pond? I think that's what I remember correctly. Yeah, get out of here. I'm just amazed by the persistence of this deer fly. It literally is just one fly. Unless it's just like everywhere I go, there's outposts or something. And they're just, there he is, he's coming, he just sat down. Go attack him. I don't know what's going on. let that steep for a little bit. Put that on there. So cheers to a hot summer afternoon tea time. And not golf. English tea time. Ooh, that is hot. This mug definitely holds the heat. Not bad. I can't get it to my lips without burning my lips. Ooh, ooh, that was hot. I guess in the meantime, I might as well smoke a pipe with it. Yeah, I feel rejuvenated after that nap. Still pretty warm out. Still quite warm out, but not unbearable. Based on last night, that sun, man, it didn't go down behind those trees until probably 8:30, maybe close to 9. Wasn't real hot then, but yeah, I'm gonna have a later one tonight. Slept good last night, took a nice nap today, so I'm gonna, I think, hold off on cooking till a little later. I've been snacking on some beef jerky that I made before I left. I also brought some pork jerky. Made that out of a pork loin. Not a tenderloin, but like a loin roast. And it's actually really good. I've never had pork jerky, never even heard of it before. In my crazy mind, I'm sure somebody's done it, but my crazy mind said, well, if you can make beef jerky, why can't you make pork jerky? There's nothing wrong with jerking pork, right? Right? This goes good together. Tea and a pipe. I feel very British. Sorry, I'm not making fun of you guys. Fishies are splish splashing. Last night I was cooking and eating. I was so tired. I didn't get any casts out for last light. Definitely doing that tonight. Man, I've lost 4 lures so far. One of them in the tree. It was just a little cheapy. I don't know what to call it. A little fuzzball. I don't know the names of lures. I've been fishing pretty much my whole life. Mostly shoreline fishing, stream fishing, like for trout. Not fly fishing, but just stream fishing for trout. General lake fishing, a lot of panfish, and walleye, basically. Haven't fished for muskie other than last fall. That was my first shot at that. I've caught a few northern by mistake. Obviously caught plenty of rock bass, small and largemouth bass, unintentionally, because I'm usually fishing for something I want to eat. But yeah, I don't know the names of stuff. I've also been a musician since I was 10 years old. I'm not going to tell you how old I am right now, but I've been playing guitar for a long time. I'm not a gearhead. I couldn't tell you what half of my equipment is called, what it actually does. I mean, I know what it does, but yeah, I'm not a gearhead in any way, shape, or form. Even with all the camping stuff. I mean, I know what things are called, you know, the general thing, but, you know, for those of you who are gearheads, more power to you. The world needs people like you. I just prefer to use things that I know work. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with the fishing. But yeah, I lost a spoon, lost a spinner last night, and lost a really nice topwater bait early this morning. I don't think I was filming that. I was a little pissed about that one. Somehow it got hooked up on a branch just underneath the water, and I couldn't get it out. It was far enough out where, I mean, I suppose if I really wanted it, I could have walked out in the water and unlodged it, but, you know, it's probably like $10 or something for it. It's not so much the money, it's that I'm running low on lures, and I didn't bring any live bait, which was stupid on my part. At least some crawlers, you know. there's plenty of shade. Those things would have been fine. Just keep them moist, fresh mud. I could have kept them the whole trip. A couple dozen crawlers. That way, at least, if I lose a crawler, it's just losing a hook, not an entire lure. But we'll see. We shall see. I'm gonna bring in a fish. I didn't have the camera rolling last night when I caught that largemouth. Like I said, I nabbed it right under the bottom lip. So that was kind of interesting. I'm amazed it stuck. Then earlier today, I was pulling in, it looked like it might have been a smallmouth. I almost had that thing in. I think that one was on camera, and then boom. And once those guys get shaken, sometimes it's hard if they don't really have that thing lodged in there. It's hard to hang on to them. My guess is that I'm not going to be eating any fresh fish, because I'm pretty sure that anything around the close to camp here is probably going to be bass. That's just the way it's looking. So that's fine. There's nothing wrong with sport fishing. It's still fun. Yeah, get in there. All right. Yeah, this English tea is pretty good. Just put a little nip of sugar in there. It's kind of bringing me to life here a little bit. I believe black tea has caffeine, right? Dragonflies making love. It's hot out. It's about 90 degrees in the sun. That breeze is heavenly. Oh man. Come on, I just want a fishy. Here, fishy, fishy. What's up, you little pecker? You woodpecker? I just love all the dragonflies flying around. They leave you alone, but they're just so cool looking. What's up? As I say that, one of them just landed on my arm. I know it's not, but does that not sound like a monkey? There we go. Yeah, look at that. We got there a largemouth. Come here, relax. Don't make me hook myself. I'm glad I took that middle barb off. Ooh, that went straight through him. Shit. Ha! I'm gonna have to cut your shit here, dude. Sorry. Huh. All right, well, let's let you go. There you go, buddy. Yeah, you see that? All 3 barbs went through his freaking lip. I feel bad anytime I have to damage a fish, but you're not taking my lure. This might be the golden lure. Nice light top water. Ooh, froggy. Watch out there, buddy. All right, I was gonna wait to get the fire going, but I hate to keep bringing it up, but that godforsaken frickin' deer fly is driving me out of my mind. One deer fly won't leave me alone, so I gotta get a fire going. I can't take this crap anymore. I can't wear that bug net all 24 hours a day. I mean, this has been 10 hours straight of this bastard. Believe it or not, it's about 8 o'clock at night. Doesn't seem like it with that sun. But it is 8 o'clock. So, time-wise, it's not too early to get the fire going. But temperature-wise, I would have liked to wait a little longer. But, like I said, that one little bug is driving me out of my mind. Okay, so I'm going to make sort of like a biscuit bread. I don't have yeast, I'm not bothering with that, but I do have baking powder. I have some lard I brought in case I got some fishies to fry, but it's not going to happen, I don't think. So, and I have flour. So, I'm going to eyeball about a cup. Yeah, we'll do a little more. Make a big old, I need more than that. Making a chicken fajita bowl. Mountain House. These aren't bad, but you know, that's dinner. You can have some of this to go along with it. Here we have baking powder. That I'm going to see, I don't know. Add like about 2 tablespoons there. I want it to puff up real good, so I'm not going to be shy with the baking powder. Throw a little salt in there too. And you know what, because I'm feeling a little squirrely, what do we got? I think this is like Cajun. Yeah, we'll throw a little Cajun seasoning in there too. Why not? Okay, and then I have some lard. Wish it was cold, but it's not. This is gonna help it be nice and hopefully fluffy. Kind of like you would with biscuits. We'll see. There we go. Now before I add the water, I'm gonna mix that lard in. Now all we gotta do is add some water. Just a little at a time. I do have more flour. See how that does. So, looks like it's good consistency. I want this more like bread than a biscuit. Biscuits you'd have a lot more moist, but we're not making biscuits. We're trying to make bread, but with baking powder. Either way, it's gonna be delicious. Just work this together. Well, that's got, could be a little more moist, but I want to be able to handle it and not get my hands all messed up. Just gonna shape it kind of like this. Just like that. Put the cover on, and then when I get some good coals, I'll throw it on the coals and see what's up. There we have it. Look at that. The bottom's nice, and I'm gonna leave it there just a little longer. Just give it a flip. Make sure it's cooked all the way inside. Just about there. Ooh, the skeeters are out. Give this a stir. Seal her up. Sounds like the frog is saying, seal her up, seal her up. All right, let's try this. Ooh, it's cooked. Should put more baking powder in. Didn't rise very well, but it tastes delicious. Nice hearty dense bread. Let's try the fajita bowl. Ooh, that's hot. Oh, the thing about these freeze-dried meals, some of them, like this, tastes all right, but the meat never really gets tender. You know? So, I'm gonna ward off these mosquitoes. Turn off my ring light. Because I think that's attracting them. Finish my meal, and I'll see you when I'm going to bed. It is hot and sticky tonight, so I don't think you can see down here. I might be buck, I might be not, but I'm exhausted and tired and sleepy and ready for bed. So I'll see you all in the morning. Nighty night, night night. So I'm pulling an audible. Woke up this morning to get the day going, make some coffee. Didn't even get that done. The bugs have doubled in intensity. And really, I don't have a boat. I only have a few lures left, no bait. And I basically would just be sitting here at camp all day in 95-degree heat. Totally miserable, getting eaten alive by bugs. It just doesn't sound like fun to me, and I'm not gonna do it. So I already started packing up camp. I'm gonna finish up, walk to my car. Got about a mile walk on the trail, and 4-hour plus drive home. And that'll be the end of this trip. But I'll probably put the head mount on so you can kind of see the trail. It's kind of a cool trail, a lot of uphill. I'm kind of down in a moraine here, so I believe I have to go that way. But it's pretty far uphill. One last hurrah of sweating before I get to my car. So I'll catch you guys in a little bit. And we're off. I had my fun. It's beautiful out here. This pack feels a lot heavier than it did on the way in, that's for sure. I don't think I loaded this pack so smart. Put a lot of the weight at the bottom. It's already pulling on my hips. Oh well, I'll get there. All right, I gotta adjust this pack. Holy shit. Look at all those mosquitoes. All right, let's go. Here's where it's gonna get fun. Big thing I need to invest in is an ultralight tent. You know, they're just, I know they're not cheap. Well worth the money though. Well, ultralight everything actually, but one step at a time. Whew. Rest before I go up that hill. Okay. Oh, this is too much of a workout this early in the morning. Oh, wow. Okay, I need some water. Try not to get any mosquitoes inside my net. Okay. These woods sure are beautiful though. Just mostly hardwoods. Oak and maple as far as the eye can see. Not too many conifers. Another break. Oh, look at the little tree frog. See him? Come on, jump. See you, buddy. This is working my glutes. Holy, whoa. It was a lot easier getting in than getting out, obviously. Oh. Oh, let's get a little weight off. Take time for the ice age. Slow down. The stagnant ice that once stood here melted about 1 inch every 100 years. So take a cue from the glacier and take a few minutes to relax before finishing your hike. When you reach the top of the hill, an ice-walled lake plain, be sure to stop at the Interpretive Center to find out more about the Chippewa Moraine and all its glacial features. We hope you enjoyed this trail and look forward to seeing you again. The staff of the Chippewa Moraine National Scientific Reserve. Well, you don't have to tell me to slow down. I can't go any faster. I noticed the tree frog because I'm creeping. I like these roots though, like little steps. I just heard some wood crack. Definitely Sasquatch. Definitely Sasquatch. Ooh, yeah, the hips are burning. The glutes. Almost there though. Almost there. Wonder how many feet in elevation I've walked. I'm curious. Because it's only about not even a mile from my site to the parking lot. But this seems awfully steep. I mean, hey, down through there you can see one of the lakes. I think that's a lake. There's a bunch of little lakes around, not just the one I was camping on. Okay. I'm dogging. I am dogging. Oh, sorry to keep pointing at the ground, but I'm just trying to take some weight off of those hips. Stupid backpack packer. Didn't pack right. Didn't pack right. No, I didn't. I was just in a hurry to get out and I see a sign and I see a building. So that means I'm almost there. I am almost there. Oh, it's beautiful. So if I kept walking that way, eventually I'd end up at home. On the Ice Age Trail. It'd only take me about 3 weeks. I don't know. With this much weight, I wouldn't be able to do it. Okay. Here I am. Okay. There's my truck. All right, guys. It's been fun. Catch you on the flip side. Oh, I don't know if I told anyone. My new channel name is Jabo Outdoors. I think I said it when I first got here, but don't unsubscribe. Still a lot of the same content, just a little better.